Pockets are zipped up. Deadpool's on the boat. Getting warmed up. Alright, well, shit. Welcome to another fucking episode of I'm Too Poor for Therapy, so here we are. Alright, so yesterday a lot of shit happened. Oh, wow, look at those gloves. Just noticed that. They're kind of frayed a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I'll look at a little wonky, maybe. I needed a small instead of a medium. There's a little bit of room in there. Who cares? They're gloves. They work. They do their job. I'm constantly pushing them up. That might be my fault. I don't know. Who knows? I feel like that's in the right spot. I feel like I still got some room. It's fine. I don't care. So, yesterday, day before yesterday, I guess, I don't know, days, Saturday, woke up Saturday, went to work, got off work at, holy shit, that guy flies down this fucking street, holy shit. Got off work, 3:30 a.m., went home, fucking got ready for Sunday. We met up for Caffeine and Octane, one of the largest car shows in the fucking country, car and motorcycle shows in the country. Gotta go, so give me 1 second, let me get on the road here. Typically ends around noon when the mall opens up. Respectable, I understand it. We care for it. You know, we're all about it. Helping people that are helping us. Which of a mall person, I think they're a little obsolete and should just be used for fucking car shows and shit. If they're allowing us to do it and use their stuff, then we're gonna fucking use it, and that's all that matters. We got together, a couple of the other guys, and we're gonna ride out to Alabama for this museum thing. I don't know, 7 or 8 of us. And while we were out there riding, we weren't really riding like a real group, to be honest. You know, we were all kind of doing our own thing, but we all knew where we were kind of going. One of the guys' bikes was kind of having issues, which, you know, it happens. It happens to all of us. I've been there, other people have been there. My bike is still in the process of getting some things worked out. It still runs and shit, but every now and then it sputters, and we're getting it fixed. Somebody's bike was kind of fucking up, and another person kind of looked back to see where they were at, and ended up kind of clipping the back left side of the car. Got a ticket for following too closely. It happens. Once again, he was kind of trying to do the right thing of like looking out for his bro, but it was a little bit too close to another car when he tried to do it. Unfortunately, that's how it happens sometimes, and everybody's safe. The other car is going to be okay. He's going to help get their light fixed. You know, his fairings are going to have a little scratch on them, but, you know, nobody's hurt, and that's all that matters. After that, the group kind of separated a little bit. You don't want too many people in one spot creating too much attention for everything. One guy went back to go help the dude with the bike issues, and another guy went back to go check on the other guy. Holy shit, what's going on over there? Somebody's in trouble. Then the rest of the group met up and drove to Hooters out in the like far west side of the state. From there, I kind of had to break off from everybody else. Some other plans that I was invited to. It looks like there was a high-speed police chase. Oh shit! Better they're taking a picture together. Who knows? I ended up meeting up with them back at the BP. A lot of people had my flight tags. Actually need to end up getting more of those made because those are extremely popular. From there, I had to go home and kind of charge all my shit because all my batteries are dead. Microphone died. Got to take a little home break for a little bit, go home, feed the dogs, walk the dogs, and then met the flight crew on the north side. The first time that my bike had started sputtering all day yesterday. The crutch of my bike is going to that part of the goddamn state. I don't think that's actually the case, but it's just funny to say that because every time I go up there, it fucking happens. I have my Deadpool on me and everything. I don't know what it accounts for. We get up there, I'm trying to like take everything apart, see if my spark plugs, ignition coils have fucking pushed up or whatever. Nobody had the right Allen key, which is fine. I should have had that anyways, so it's not anyone else's fault but mine. We get on the road and shit, and the bike's running fucking perfect. I don't understand. I don't know what the issue is, but I had no issues on the way to the car meet. This thing was fucking massive, man. So many fucking people walking around. Not quite as big as Caffeine and Octane, but it was just in some parking lot in a fucking Home Depot. Home Depot was mad. They ended up calling the police. So the cops came, they broke that up. Everybody kind of scattered to another spot. That wasn't kind of ideal. Some people ended up going home from there, which I don't blame them, because it was kind of late. To another spot because they were like, oh, okay, the Hobby Lobby's okay, but Home Depot isn't okay with it because the meetup happened like right before Home Depot closed, so they still had some of the boys there. Holy shit, looks like there's a wreck right here too. People. You know, learn how to pay attention, guys. Come on. Fucking turn and hit somebody else because nobody pays attention. Can't tell you who was in the wrong. If I had to guess, a black car. And then we got another location drop from somebody else. I'm not just talking about like stupid cars. I'm talking about like supercars, McLarens. There's a couple of Lamborghinis, Porsches, GTRs. There's a lot of shit there that was really, really cool. But a lot of people from Flight Crew were there as well. Cool. Yeah, just go on and get out in front of me. You know, no regards to anybody else. Just you out here, bud. I'm glad my camera died. We did some stupid shit on the way home, honestly, that I don't want footage of, for my sake or anybody else's. We did some pulls between me and a Panigale. I was not geared right when we did that pull. He pulled off. It is what it is. Totally cool. I've only had this bike a month. I'm still learning this bike. I'm not upset. And I did about 2 or 3 pulls with an R1. I'm not sure what year. I'm pretty sure it's stock. There's nothing tuned on it. And I found with this bike, if I'm doing a pull and I start in first gear, obviously the front wheel is going to come up, which is to be expected. However, what I didn't expect was how fast I'd have to shift from being in second to third. So that got me a couple of times. I've definitely never been ridden like that by the last guy. I didn't feel comfortable doing the pull too many times, even though there was definitely open road to where we could have pulled off from him. And ended up going and meeting one of my other buddies, just get like a late night Philly cheesesteak, which was always fucking delicious. From there we went back to my house. I kind of started teaching him how to edit through the Insta360 app. Exclusively used Insta360 for most of my footage. I mean, all the recorded footage that you see is definitely Insta360. I'll use my phone for some stuff here and there, pictures, that kind of thing. But as far as what I'm writing and what I record on, Insta360 is the only thing that I use. So I'm kind of helping him out, giving him a couple of pointers. We're going through and looking at videos and being like, okay, well, what makes this video so good? We do that pretty late. You know, he ends up going back to his house, and I finally sit down, and after being awake for almost 40 hours, I'm kind of in the middle of like passing out at my computer, which I can't even be mad at. I was trying to edit some and get stuff cut, and you know, it just didn't happen that way. My body was just like, dude, you cannot be awake any longer. Just decided that it was time for me to sleep. Started dozing off. My camera was in my lap. Thank God I didn't drop it. I woke up and I'm on my way to work. I don't like doing stuff before going to work. When I get home, I'm definitely gonna have to do a lot of editing. I have so much footage from last night, and I know it's something that if I don't do right away, that I'm gonna end up losing time on. I ride so much that I need all the space that I can get, even though I use 1 terabyte cards, multiple 1 terabyte cards, instead of just watching, you know, 18 hours worth of footage to figure out the one cool thing that happened. I gotta keep you guys updated on what's happening now, instead of what's happening, you know, like a month ago, where I have no context of what's going on. And I want to keep the things as interesting for you guys as possible. I need to use my time effectively, because this isn't the only thing that I do. I'm doing this on my way to work, so I work a lot and have a couple of other endeavors that my time is taken up by. Over the line, and I'm sitting here popping exhaust and stuff, so that's great. exactly what I want to do. He's probably going to run my plate. I'm going to end up having to get in front of him too. So I'm just going to pull in my clutch and not have anything pop this time. Even when you're not doing things wrong, Atlanta PD always makes you feel uncomfortable. At least it's not a GSP. Fucking monsters, dude. They don't give a shit. They'll fucking pit maneuver your ass. It's like they're the adrenaline junkies that are just kind of waiting for you to do something that they can fucking get you on. It's the people that they put in the Marines and train Marines to do to other countries and shit, but then they unleash them on us. I feel like if I'm not hurting anybody else, it shouldn't really be that illegal. Once again, kind of live and let live. Let me do with my life what I want to do. You do with your life what you want to do. In your life, you want to hurt other people, then you probably shouldn't be able to do that. If you're not hurting anybody, who cares? Like, why? What does that matter? Yeah, yesterday, holy shit, a hell of a day. Probably the best day I've had in a long time. Really a great reset. Well, I think I'm starting to figure out that my issue of the camera cutting out was definitely the actual camera. I tried looking up settings. There's no settings that are on there. However, it might be a software update that's going to fix the bug, because this camera had a software update that I ended up having to do. Honestly, my Cardo had a software update too. Alright guys, well, I made it to work. My general manager's here. Actually, I have about 5 minutes to spare. Once again, I really appreciate you guys for everyone that's taking the time to watch all of this and have stayed along. If you're staying along through the stories and everything, I really appreciate it, and all the people that are dealing with me while I'm figuring out how to do this journey. So I really appreciate you. If you want to support, any likes, comments, sharing things, all those things are super, super helpful to me, and are going to help me not have to come to this place anymore in order to be able to do this stuff for you guys. So, I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I'm going to try to get as much content, out as I can. Hopefully, I'm going to be posting caffeine and octane stuff before this, so I'm not just talking about it and then post it. But thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope that you decide to go and follow the passions of the things that you want to do in your life, like I'm trying to do with mine. So, you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.